I am Ra. I greet you in the love and in the light of the one infinite Creator. We communicate now. Question 81.1. Questioner, could you first tell me the condition of the instrument? Answer, I am Ra. The physical complex energy is in deficit at this particular space-time nexus due to prolonged psychic accentuation of pre-existing distortions. The remainder of the energy complex levels are as previously stated. Question 81.2. Questioner, is this the reason for the instrument's feeling of uninterrupted weariness? Answer, I am Ra. There are portions of your space-time in which this may be said to be symptomatic of the psychic greeting reaction. However, the continual weariness is not due to psychic greeting but is rather an inevitable consequence of this contact. Question 81.3. Questioner, why is this an inevitable consequence? What is the mechanism of this contact that creates this weariness? Answer, I am Ra. The mechanism creating weariness is that connection betwixt the density wherein this instrument's mind, body, spirit complex is safely kept during these workings and the altogether variant density in which the instrument's physical body complex resides at this space-time. As the instrument takes on more of the coloration of the resting density, the third density experience seems more heavy and wearisome. This was accepted by the instrument, as it desired to be of service. Therefore, we accept also this effect about which nothing of which we are aware may be done. Question 81.4. Questioner, is the effect a function of the number of sessions, and has it reached a peak level or will it continue to increase in effect? Answer, I am Ra. This wearying effect will continue but should not be confused with the physical energy levels, having only to do with the, as you would call it, daily round of experience. In this sphere those things which are known already to aid this instrument will continue to be of aid. You will, however, notice the gradual increase in transparency, shall we say, of the vibrations of the instrument. Question 81.5. Questioner, I didn't understand what you meant by that last statement. Could you explain it? Answer, I am Ra. Weariness of the time-space nature may be seen to be that reaction of transparent or pure vibrations with impure, confused, or opaque environs. Question 81.6. Questioner, is there any of this effect upon the other two of us in this group? Answer, I am Ra. This is quite correct. Question 81.7. Questioner, then we would also experience the uninterrupted weariness as a consequence of the contact. Is this correct? Answer, I am Ra. The instrument, by the very nature of the contact, bears the brunt of this effect. Each of the support group, by offering the love and the light of the one infinite Creator and unqualified support in these workings and in energy transfers for the purpose of these workings, experiences between 10 and 15%, roughly, of this effect. It is cumulative and identical in the continual nature of its manifestation. Question 81.8. Questioner, what could be the result of this continued wearying effect after a long period? Answer, I am Ra. You ask a general query with infinite answers. We shall overgeneralize in order to attempt to reply. One group might be tempted and thus lose the very contact which caused the difficulty. So the story would end. Another group might be strong at first but not faithful in the face of difficulty. Thus the story would end. Another group might choose the path of martyrdom in its completeness and use the instrument until its physical body complex failed from the harsh toll demanded when all energy was gone. This particular group, at this particular nexus, is attempting to conserve the vital energy of the instrument. It is attempting to balance love of service and wisdom of service, and it is faithful to the service in the face of difficulty. Temptation has not yet ended this group's story. We may not know the future, but the probability of this situation continuing over a relatively substantial period of your space-time is large. The significant factor is the will of the instrument and of the group to serve. That is the only cause for balancing the slowly increasing weariness which will continue to distort your perceptions. Without this will the contact might be possible but finally seem too much of an effort. Question 81.9. Questioner, the instrument would like to know why she has a feeling of increased vital energy. Answer, I am Ra. We leave this answer to the instrument. Question 81.10. Questioner, she would like to know if she has an increased sensitivity to foods. Answer, I am Ra. This instrument has an increased sensitivity to all stimuli. It is well that it use prudence. Question 81.11. Questioner, going back to the previous session, picking up on the 10th archetype, which is the catalyst of the body, the Wheel of Fortune represents interaction with other selves. Is this a correct statement? Answer, I am Ra. This may be seen to be a roughly correct statement in that each catalyst is dealing with the nature of those experiences entering the energy web and vibratory perceptions of the mind, body, spirit complex. The most carefully noted addition would be that the outside stimulus of the Wheel of Fortune is that which offers both positive and negative experience. Question 81.12. Questioner, the 11th archetype would then be the experience of the body, which represents the catalyst which has been processed by the mind, body, spirit complex and is called the enchantress because it produces further seed for growth. Is this correct? Answer, I am Ra. This is correct. Question 81.13. Questioner, we have already discussed the significator, so I will skip number 13. The transformation of the body is called death, for with death the body is transformed to a higher vibrational body for additional learning. Is this correct? Answer, I am Ra. This is correct and may be seen to be additionally correct in that each moment and certainly each diurnal period of the bodily incarnation offers death and rebirth to one which is attempting to use the catalyst which is offered it. Question 81.14. Questioner, finally, the 14th. The way of the body is called the alchemist because there is an infinity of time for the various bodies to operate within to learn the lessons necessary for evolution. Is this correct? Answer, I am Ra. This is less than completely correct, as the great way of the body must be seen, as are all the archetypes of the body, to be a mirror image of the thrust of the activity of the mind. The body is the creature of the mind and is the instrument of manifestation for the fruits of mind and spirit. Therefore, you may see the body as providing the athana asterisk through which the alchemist manifests gold. Asterisk athana, an oven, a fire, a digesting furnace, formerly used in alchemy, so constructed as to maintain a uniform and constant heat. Question 81.15. Questioner, I have guessed that the way to enter into a better comprehension of the archetypes is to compare what we experience now, after the veil, with what was experienced prior to that time, starting possibly as far back as the beginning of this octave of experience, to see how we got into the condition that we are in now. If this is agreeable, I would like to retreat to the very beginning of this octave of experience to investigate the conditions of mind, body, and spirit as they evolved in this octave. Is this acceptable? Answer, I am Ra. The direction of questions is your provenance. Question 81.16. Questioner, Ra states that it has knowledge of only this octave, but it seems that Ra has complete knowledge of this octave. Can you tell me why this is? Answer, I am Ra. Firstly, we do not have complete knowledge of this octave. There are portions of the seventh density which, although described to us by our teachers, remain mysterious. Secondly, we have experienced a great deal of the available refining catalyst of this octave, and our teachers have worked with us most carefully that we may be one with all, that in turn our eventual returning to the great allness of creation shall be complete.